All right, hello, good morning, good evening, and good night. I hope you guys are doing absolutely fantastic. Today we're waking up bright and early. It's 10:37, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about whether or not we should wait for a market crash to invest or we should just continue to invest. And before I even start, I want to say you should always just continue to invest. But then why am I making a whole video about this? This is because I want to show you the compounding returns just even a small difference could make when buying a stock. What I'm going to do is I do a lot of comparisons with Tesla, but what I want to do in this video is show you my first average purchase price, which is about $13.30 compared to now, which is $17.61. And I want to show you the compounding difference between when I bought it and my personal yield on cost, which was about 95%, to the current dividend price, which is about 72%. And I also want to show you why it's best to probably just invest consistently over the long term rather than waiting for a crash. And I want to get into all the crash politics because a lot of people were saying a recession was coming and it never hit, and this was the most predicted recession that never hit. But before we get into that, I do want to say we're up to 1,004. I always mess up the subscribers now. 1,043 subscribers. That is fantastic. Over 1,000 subscribers in the past 28 days. We bumped over that 1,000 subscribers in the past 28 days. That is fantastic. Just showing you the amazing growth on our channel. Our last video didn't do as well, but it is still a great video. You guys are still watching it. 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, but without further ado, let's get into this. So today I wanted to look at the S&P. I always look at the Dow Jones, so let's switch it up. So looking at a crash, let's see how long it takes for a crash to actually come and fully set in. So for 2000, it looks like it fully set in about a year and a half to 2 years. It started in about June 2000 and kind of ended about December 2002. So literally almost a full 2 years right there, a year and a half, 2 years. Now looking at the 2007 one to 2009, this was also about 2 years. But as you can see, we had a crash in COVID, which was 2020 roughly. Let's see if I can go back to the 5 years. It was 2021 and crashed in 2022 of September. So literally not even a year. We're talking about 8 months. This was a flash crash. This one happened so quick and then rebounded like you won't believe it, as I'm sure you guys all know if you guys were investing in that time. But on average, a crash lasts for about a year and a half to 2 years. Like, it takes a long time for the full market to see its bottom. And that's because over time, people are defaulting, people are putting in more money and then realizing they don't have enough and then pulling out. But why am I mentioning this? I'm mentioning this because you could find some amazing deals when the market crashes. And when the market crashes, you're going to be looking at your favorite stocks like Tesla or Clip or BITO, a new Bitcoin stock that pays 50%, for those amazing returns and picking them up at some fantastic prices. Now, I actually bought Tesla at $13.33. I have an average yield on cost currently at about 79 cents because I've been averaging up. My current average price is $16.13. But when I bought it at $13.33, my average yield on cost was 95% currently. So what I want to do is I want to take Tesla's current dividend yield, which is 72% over 10 years, only investing $750 with no monthly contribution. That's at zero. And you're going to receive $169,000, $170,000 after 10 years of investing only $750. This is obviously a massive exaggeration, but I want to show you the difference when picking up stocks at amazing prices. Now, at my current yield on cost, when I invested first in Tesla, if I put $750 in at a 95% interest rate, look at the massive difference that it will make. $600,000. We jumped $400,000 just by an extra 20% every single year. And when you jump 20%, that doesn't mean 20% on your total. That means 20% every single year you invest. And that's why it's so important to be looking out for these crashes and looking for these buying opportunities to buy your favorite stocks at amazing prices. Now, that was just a little bit of a video on what my thoughts are about a market crash and things like that, jumping in a little bit deeper, what I would say is if you do feel like there is a market crash, obviously you guys know you're going to be hoarding a little bit of cash. What I like to do is every single time I see the market kind of go in a bit of a downtrend, I like to pile up my cash and make sure I have a reserve. I never want to have zero cash in my account because I always want to be ready for that crash when it happens, because it could happen at any moment. They say a bull market lasts 10 years, but a bear market lasts only 1 year. The bull will go up the stairs and the bear will jump out the window. That is a classic saying. And you know what? Just being ready and prepared for it is so important, as you know, I obviously mentioned. And I didn't really want to make this a super long video. I just wanted to show you the potential that a crash could bring to your portfolio. Do I think there will be a crash soon? I'm not really too sure about that. This has been the most predicted crash in literally the history of the stock market that never really happened, to be honest. And that's when I think, when people think the water's clear and everything is settled, that's when I think there might actually be a crash. And right now the waters are kind of settling. People aren't scared about recessions, anything like that. They're going back to the old spending habits. They're buying things they can't afford. And that's when we got to be careful for that crash. And so that's my opinion. I think maybe we might have one over the next couple years, but I'm always being prepared for it, even if we don't. And that's just a little opinion on that. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Just a short little video. We are up to 1,043 subscribers, so please do subscribe if you haven't yet done so. Like this video if you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.